I don't know what's going on there, but curious about all things paranormal? Well, you are in for a treat. Each week I dig out the top 3 craziest stories and mysteries right from our Facebook group. So grab yourself a drink, relax, and welcome to Top Paranormal Stories of the Week, episode 28. I want to thank everyone for joining last week's interview with Bill Slevin and his team. We had a great time there. Morning, Nick from Down Under. How you doing, Leanne? Thank you so much for being here. But I want to transition to our first post. Let's just dive right into it. One moment here. Okay. So, anyone who's Leanne, if you're watching right now, anyone else who's watching, if you could please consider sharing the video, liking the video. It goes a long way here. Let's see. This one comes to us from Cindy Ellis. Now, this was a very controversial video or photo. So, Cindy, I posted this on another site, but I must have done something wrong. So I'm trying here. I work in a restaurant in Salem, Massachusetts that's haunted by a woman named Bridget Bishop. It was her land in the mid-1600s. She was the first witch to be hung up in the witch trials, although she wasn't really a witch. Because she was a business owner, wore long pants, and was married 3 times. Anyway, I've been working there for 6 years, and we've all seen something. Well, last week a guest asked a server to take a picture for them. They're not in the pic. I don't know why, but we caught this. Maybe that's Bridget. Every time I read a post on here, many throw reasons out, how it's fake or whatever. So let's see what we think of this one. First was taken right before the first, even though the angle is a bit different. So I'm going to give this the benefit of the doubt. Let's just take a look at the photos first. Okay. So obviously this is the one with nothing in it. And we go to this one. I'm assuming we're talking about this right here. This is the image that we're talking about. Now we look at this. It is at a different, like she says, a different angle. Aurora, how you doing? Hope you're doing well as well. Appreciate that. Yeah, this one is. What do you? So everyone in here is basically saying that this is some sort of Photoshop image here. People are saying it looks like a sticker or something. I'm not the best with Photoshop. All right, that's why I wish Marcus was here to help verify this a little bit more. But we already have some strange questions about this in itself. So the server was asked to take a picture of them, but they're not in the pic. I don't know if maybe the server accidentally took a bunch of extra pictures or something, but we see, if we scroll down, we can see the other pictures in her camera roll. It looks like it's only these two. That looks like a screenshot of something. Although it wasn't really what she... Okay, so anyway, I've been working there for the past 6 years. Last week, a guest asked a server to picture. They're not in the pic. I don't know why, but we caught this. So, if I'm wrong here, let's see what some of the comments are saying. Yeah, she's not happy with some of the replies. But when I did read into this a little bit more, she wasn't even the server. This was another person that was sent. So she was another server that was sent this photo. That's the only thing that is a little suspicious about this, that she was not... I mean, we've all gotten pictures of people, but she was not the person that that took this photo. But everything, it's just a lot of weird, a weird story here. Emily, how you doing today? It's just very weird story here. I don't know what to make of this. Maybe we can get a clear image of this from here. Yeah. So right here, we got side by side here and here. I want to say this is a lot. So the one on the left is obviously a lot closer than this one. Because we see this door. I'm assuming this door is right here. This is the edge, and this is the edge here. So that's why we're not seeing sort of the same crowd in here. I wish I knew how far or how long these pictures were taken in between each other. But I've seen some weird photos. Like I said, I wish I had Marcus in here to kind of throw something in. Maybe we can, next time he's on, we'll bring this photo back. But I want to read through some of the comments here just to see what everyone else is saying. That's a drawing. It must be a reflection to the glass because it doesn't even resemble an actual person. Oh, I see blonde hair. You actually asked, what do people think? Become rude to get opinions. It was taken at the same time. Why have the diners changed? Yeah. She said around this. Did she say around the same time? They're not in the pic. We caught this. Or there's years ago, see the wall. So we could guess ask server to take a picture, and then we caught this maybe time. Okay, right here. First pic was taken right before the first, even though the angle is a little bit different. But I'm just wondering, what were they even doing? Like, why were they taking these pictures of just not them? You ask the server to take a picture, and then you get this. It's just a little funny for me. I'm not sure. Yeah, Leanne says I'm not so sure about this one too. Why did the diners change? These are good questions. Looks photoshopped here. Looks like an animated character edited in. That's an edited photo. What do people think, include myself, sharing here? Everyone thinks we're just trying to fool people. So, where was the other comment? She said that this was sent to her, and she was like, why are these other people, why would they be faking? Or like another server. You know, people mess with each other. I'm not saying that this picture is 100% fake. It's just very strange circumstances to this situation here that I'm not just... It's just not adding up to me. I'm sorry. It's just not adding up for me. Let's move on to our second submission. This one is from Courtney Danielle. Hello, everyone. I would like to share a few pictures with you all. Some spirits that I caught on the Queen Mary yesterday. These pictures are 100% raw, no filters, no edits. I still can't believe my eyes and what I caught on my phone. So some of you know the Queen Mary is known to be extremely haunted. The Queen Mary is filled with spirits throughout the entire ship. Lots of people in the war died on this ship in the late 1930s. The Queen Mary is primarily used as a troop carrier, transporting large numbers of Allied soldiers across the Atlantic. Fast forward, I took a bunch of random pics around the ship just to see if I'd catch something on camera. This is a picture I took with me standing in front of a large empty room. The door was locked, so nobody was able to get in. You can only look inside from out. I took a picture. Cool, the Queen Mary. Leanne, have you been? I captured a figure that is believed to be a soldier that tragically died during the war. If you look on his head, he's wearing a helmet, and that's the kind of helmets they wore during a war back in the 1930s. He was also what seemed to look like a war-type attire on with a jacket. It creeped me out when I saw this. When I seen this, he was just standing there looking at us. I can't tell if he's behind us or actually inside the room, but either way, this is too great for me to share. Not to share. I didn't get any negative vibes from him, but I did feel a heavy feel of sorrow off of him. Let me know what you guys think. Okay. Oh, yes, I did see that one on, in Ghost Adventures, yes. Interesting. Okay. So he took this picture in front of the mirror. Now, is this a doorway? We see this person right here. Interesting. When I first looked at the other photo, like from just a flash, it looks like this is just some guy in a baseball cap right here, and you can see kind of like a facial feature right here. But when we zoom in this other one, I'm sort of getting that vibe from the helmet here. But I'm wondering if this is just a reflection of something behind it, because I don't see a face. It kind of just looks like the uniform and the helmet above it, kind of like how you would display something in a case. I'd really like to see someone go back, or if anyone has any photos from this exact spot on the Queen Mary. And I really wish, we could see if there is some sort of case behind them. That is very interesting. Because I am seeing this, but like right here, I don't see anything that's connecting this. It just looks like a floating helmet and the attire here. But if this, if someone has another angle here and this is, not a case or anything, that is very interesting. That is very interesting. I'd really like to see more of this. Unless, is anyone else picking up like a face or anything? Am I missing something? So like right here, like I look at this first one and it looks like just like a guy or like someone behind him like taking a photo like this of themselves in the mirror. But when you really zoom in on it, you can see kind of like what she's talking about with that bucket style helmet. Leanne, hard to say that Chip has so many ghosts. That is true. Let's see what some of the comments are saying. Okay, this comes from Shay Flowers. Make sure this is in frame. I had an actual paranormal experience aboard the Queen Mary in the late 80s and early 90s as a kid. They used to serve a brunch buffet aboard on the weekends. I used to go to the restroom. I was told I was old enough to go alone and to take my cousin with me. Let's just say we ended up going on an adventure down disappearing hallways and seeing live spirits from the past, like full-on apparitions. Some were able to interact, but some seemed to be doing repetitive tasks, / things. It was terrifying. I'm still traumatized. Wow. Now there are like she said, she was a child then. It seems to be, the paranormal field. It's very, kids are much more, they can see things that we can't. They really can when you're younger. I myself included in that. But I don't know if we just lose something when we're, we pass a certain threshold in our age. Thank you for sharing. This is Linda Ingram. Thank you for sharing such a great picture shown on the clips from World War II. Looks like you captured a soldier from that era. What is this? This one as well kind of creeped me out. The eyes. Shoot. That's interesting. That might just be some pareidolia. I can never say that word right. But they numbered them, which is kind of cool. I kind of see something, and like when you really point that out, you can kind of see something. But I feel like we're really digging here when we, that might just be pareidolia. But that is interesting though. What is this? There's a soldier for sure. Elizabeth, if I'm butchering your name, I apologize. Garlier Vado. There's a soldier for sure. I took these at the Queen Mary in 2010 in the old Carpathia bar room. Interesting. So I love going through the comments on people that had like similar experiences here. Oh, you must have been so soaked when you noticed them, but absolutely shocked when you noticed them, but absolutely stoked at the same time. Couldn't believe my eyes. I think it's more terrifying than actually standing behind me. So I see him out there. I see a skeletal face. So this person, Linda, says she sees a skeletal face. I want to see if there's any other photos from people. Looks like a stormtrooper. That's funny. Good catch. Wow, that's cool. All right. Now I got to zoom in one more time if I see sort of like a skeletal. See, I'm not seeing as much of a face. I kind of just see a floating helmet here. And I obviously we see the full thing. So I'm wondering, like I said before, I'm wondering if this is an actual case with this uniform in it, because it just looks like the uniform. Nothing really here. You kind of see some of the background still through here. And then you see the helmet. Regardless, a pretty cool, it's a very interesting photo here. Let's go on to our next one. This comes from Tom Evans. If you have seen these photos too, let me know. Okay, Tom says, I know what I can see, but can others too? This is a picture of my dad's side of the family years ago. They say they can't see it or it's a blemish in the old film. I can't unsee it since I saw it 20 years ago. I think I know exactly what we're talking about here. We're talking about this, I believe. So let's examine this. Those cool. Those are really cool family photos. So I'm assuming they're talking about this right here. We do see it is bright out. When I first saw this, I kind of thought this is just an opening from the trees here, and it's just some sort of light, you know, shining through it at some sort of angle here. But I'm not sure. A lot of people are thinking like this is a, you know, this has like a human face to it right here, like a more human face, and like this is just someone standing above them. But it's only in this area that's open and within the trees too. So that's the only thing that's skeptical. It's not like coming down past this gentleman over here and this woman right here. So that's the only part where I'm saying like this might just be some sort of blemish on the screen. I don't know what you guys think here. Anyone else have any stories they want to share too? Who's ever in the chat? 1 second. Leanne, Emily, anyone else watching? What is your opinion on this one? What are we saying on this? Well, let's see what some of the comments are saying as well. Okay. So Lisa Harrington points out right here, before I look at what others see, first thing I noticed was the face of what appears to be a gentleman in glasses right next to and slightly behind the woman in the white blouse in the back row. I'm going to look now and see what others have said. A descendant, I could see 3 faces, 3 of them. Wow, great old pick. We got Hi More over on TikTok. Thank you for watching. Do you have an opinion on this photo? Something behind the woman. You said people are seeing this behind the woman. People see a person in glasses. I can kind of see a little hair right there, little glasses. I'm actually going to copy this photo here, and I'm going to place this in the chat. So if you guys want to take a look at that, put it over on TikTok too. So if you guys want to click on that post just to get a closer view at that, you're more than welcome to. I don't know about this one. You know, I don't go on here just to try to debunk every single thing. I want something, you know, to be true, because in my opinion, the paranormal is 100% true. Like, only based on my experiences. You know, you're not you. You know, you're not me. You haven't experienced the stuff I've been through. I mean, I was skeptical before too, until I've seen it with my own eyes. And I think that's what it's going to take for people too as well. Like, you know, people not really going to believe in something unless they see it. And I have seen it, and it is creepy to know that there are things out there that we cannot see most of the time. But this is a very interesting photo. I do like this. I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to bring some of these back up next time we have Marcus on, because he is the photographer, and he's very well versed with Photoshop and all that. So I'm going to see if he notices anything forensically on there that might give him a little a little clue. So the white face and the blur. I see it. I see them. Look at anyone in the comments. Yeah, yeah. So they were pointing this out immediately. I don't know if that's pareidoia or not. There's something there. Oh, wait. This is someone else seeing something right here. What is this? So Trish Rogers, I see a young girl with her hair in plaits looking towards the camera, but side on wearing a bonnet type of thing along with a blurred face. Where do you see this? I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it on this one. I apologize. But we do have, oh, so this person circled 3 right here. Okay, let's see what this is all about. So obviously I have this main one here. We have this one, and then we have one over to the side here. I want to say this one over here is more blemish style. And this one, I'm not, if anything, this is like, we kind of see a little bit of glasses here, but I want to say, like, I don't want to, but I'm leaning toward this is just an opening in the trees here, casting some sort of weird light angle, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I want to go to this photo, this next one. So this is a little bit of a 2-parter. So we'll start this with this. This is really cool. So this comes from the 1899 Bolton Saint House. Okay. They write, OMG, it has been a bit since I posted video from the house. Sorry about that. But trust me when I say the wait is worth it. This was taken a couple of days ago up in the servants' quarters. I don't think I have ever an orb like this one, seen an orb like this one. I'm sorry, but I swear it has eyes. Welcoming all thoughts on this. I have to post in 2 parts because Facebook won't let me. Ugh. First the still shots. And Leanne says for the other one, maybe the first one, but not the other 2. Yeah, I agree with that. So here we go with this. Interesting. I kind of see what they're talking about. It kind of looks like a blurred face, like really zoomed in, kind of funny looking. Like the eyes right there, like the big Pinocchio nose and a little lip, like hello. That's interesting. So there's this. So these are screenshots from it. Okay. What are your thoughts? Okay, hold on. Stop it. Let me zoom in on it. Okay. This one. Pretty sure it's just the same one, but. Okay. What are you guys' thoughts on this one? What are your thoughts on this one? Now, this one's interesting. There are a lot of people who look at orbs and say that they're just not real at all, that they're sort of dust particles. But I don't know about all orbs. I think some orbs can be explained. But there's just something with when you capture one and there's like a coincidence with it. It's almost like there's too many coincidences for it to be just a coincidence. And this one, it looks too large. It kind of looks like it was supposed to be like in the center of the room there. And that is a dust particle. That's like kind of like a pretty big one. Reflecting like that far away from the camera, kind of looks like it is right there. Like normally you see ones that are like kind of closer to the screen, but this one looks more in the foreground there. Leanne says that's a big orb. Haven't seen one that big. Yeah, that is really interesting. So we do have a video attached with it, and that is the part 2. So get ready for this one right here. Okay, so all right, we have the full video. Orb with eyes and or a face. Here we go with the video. Hold on, maybe we'll just do this right here. It doesn't have sound. Okay. So it's a minute long. Just want to make sure it's perfectly in frame for you guys. Actually, let me get rid of the chat on there so it's easier to see this. Okay. All right, I'm wondering if it was just in that beginning part. Let's kind of skim along here. I think it was just in the beginning, so we're just going to start over. All right, yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's just in the beginning. Let's do a quick replay. So it comes in, it's kind of blinking. That is cool. That is pretty cool. So look how far away it comes in from the room. Like it comes in from the other room, sort of. That is interesting. So we'll start over real quick. You can kind of see how it's already starting to form in this chair. Like it's coming out of this room. It goes past this chair. So we have a point in the foreground where this is next to it right here. So it's coming from there. It goes up this way. What is that? You see something else there that kind of like... Do you see that on the side here too? Like it kind of like goes past it. So we see this, and then we see this other thing that kind of goes like kind of like a shadow or something that goes past it. So we see this, it's coming through. The only people, so when you see so many things that come in like that, it kind of makes you think that maybe in this moment some sort of air vent turned on, and that's why they all went at the same time. But the first one, like if you were going to say that that was dust, like they all came at the same time, and then we don't really see anything for the rest of the video. So this comes through, and then you see those other little things go by, and then there's a little bit more. You see a couple little other things. I don't know. This one, the first one right here, that kind of has that little... I see what they're talking about, that kind of little face, if we can kind of pause it. Yeah, they must just had like a perfect little pause button going for it. Bleep, bleep. Kind of right there. We're not going to get it. One more try. Okay, so we got it right there. One more try worked. So we see this. That... If anything, this is the most promising of the day here. And this is a perfect one to end it on. Right there. Leanne says, what do you think, Nick? Looks like one. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this might be a genuine orb capture. Because very large in relation. And we see it in the foreground. We see it next to the chair. And it's not like it was just here. You know what I mean? Although, let's see what the size it... Does it get larger as it goes? Yes. So it does get larger. So if it was one size, the whole frame of the video, we can say that it must have been closer to the screen. But you see how far away it starts. It starts off smaller, gets to the camera, and it's getting larger as it comes closer. I'm going to say that this is a genuine one, a genuine capture by the 1899 Bolton St. House. So I really like this one. And I will post the link to this one so you guys can check it out. And then I'll also post the still shot version of it too, just so you guys can take a look at that as well. Very cool, very cool. But unfortunately, that's going to bring us to an end of our 30-minute live stream. I want to thank you all so much for joining. And I do want to make one quick announcement that starting next Monday, we are going to be strictly streaming from YouTube. YouTube only. That's the only thing we're going to be streaming for. I will share the link into the Facebook page. Might be a little hard to find It'd be a lot easier if you were on YouTube and just had the notification bell turned on for us and subscribe to us. And if you had made it this far, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing it with your friends. And we love hearing all these stories from everyone. That's why we created this group. And it's because these stories are so interesting. Like, especially that one. Like, if I would not have seen that had it not been posted in the group, which is really cool. And feel free to check out our last interview, all the other episodes we've done on these paranormal stories, our top paranormal stories of the week. But I want to thank you all for being here, and we'll see you all live next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, Leanne. Bye, Emily. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining. So keep the conversation going in the comments. Tag me in a post for your chance. Tag me in the comments for your shot to be featured in the podcast. And stay tuned for more Beyond the Hub podcast. See you soon, and take care, everyone.